It's your girl Sin, and I'm back with another video. And if you want to see what I'm doing today, stay tuned.
T-shirt chick.
All right, Print Squad, T-shirtpreneurs, old timers, newcomers, welcome to the T-shirt Chick YouTube channel. My name is Sin, and today I'm going to be making some transfers, some DTF-like transfers. So this is actually something that a lot of you probably already have everything you need in order to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I do it. And this is something I've been doing for a long time. I actually haven't done it in a while, but I done it like years ago. So I'm gonna go through the process and let you guys check it out. Just to show you guys what type of print I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna show you right here. This is the first shirt. I went ahead and did the first shirt right here. So this is what our print is gonna look like. Okay, so first off, you're gonna need some transfer paper, and the transfer paper that I'm using right here is the Neenah Opaque transfer paper. It is the Neenah Jet Opaque transfer paper right here. So I just have like a 100 pack. The next thing you're gonna need is a vinyl cutter. So right here, this is my rolling vinyl cutter. This is the one that I actually started my business with. It's a 15-inch vinyl cutter, but any vinyl cutter that can contour cut, you can use that. So I'm going to show you how I make these transfers, and hopefully you will be able to do them on your own once you watch this video. Okay, so I created the design using Photoshop right here, and then once I create the design in Photoshop, I have to take the design into Roll & Cut Studio. All right, so right here, as you see, it's in Roll & Cut Studio. I kind of had to play around with the design to get it the way that I needed it. And since it's going on black shirts, I don't know if you can really see it that well, but once I print it out, I'll show it to y'all. But over on this side, that's what I use for the outline. Right here, I put black inside of the rope and inside of her pearls because I didn't want to have to deal with that, like being loose and possibly causing other issues. But this right here is the original design right here that y'all see right there. But because I needed it a certain way, I had to, you know, change it so that it will work for my needs. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna print these out, and I'm gonna let you see what it looks like before I do the next couple of steps. All right, so right here, I just printed on a regular sheet of paper just to make sure that everything was gonna come out the way that I wanted. So right there, you can see where I have the black on here so that once I cut everything out, I don't have to worry about having issues with the rope or the pearls. Now, I know the next thing that y'all gonna be asking is, how do you keep the letters together so that it comes out like it did on this shirt? Well, if y'all keep watching, I'm about to show you. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this regular paper out of my machine. I'm gonna just put it to the side, and I'm gonna take the transfers. Just gonna put let me see, put a few transfers in here. Let me count and see. I'm not even gonna count them. I'm just gonna stick them in here. I'm gonna hit print 25 for right now. Actually, I'm gonna print 1 just to make sure everything is gonna print correctly. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, print the 1 and make sure that everything comes out good, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. All right, so that's what it's looking like right there on the transfer. And the transfer paper is kind of thick. It kind of feels like 2. That's what I was checking, but it needs to be thick in order for me to be able to send it through the cutter. Okay, so that's what everything is looking like right there. So I just turned my cutter on. So now I'm going to show you how to get this cut out the way that I need it. With my cutter, it does contour cutting. So you're going to have to contour cut. I'm going to try to show you how everything works with the contour cutting. As you see, these black dots right here, those are the registration marks. So let me kind of back it up a little bit for y'all. So right here, on my computer, I have to, first I have to go ahead and put this on here. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this in here, make sure that it's lined up the way that I need it. I'm gonna put my specs on, make sure I'm getting it the way that I need it. Okay, let me see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lock the rollers down. Okay, so now I'm gonna come over here to my computer and I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it so that y'all can see it better. And I may have to do like another tutorial on how to do this. Okay, I hit cutting, and because I have it set up for the contour cutting, or the print and cut, it's gonna walk me through the steps. I don't have it plugged in, so I gotta plug it in first. My bad, forgot about that part. All right, so we got it plugged in. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit cutting once again and hit OK. All right, so it's gonna walk me through the steps right here. It tells you, so basically all you have to do is line it up on here. And I don't know, I might have to do another tutorial because I don't think y'all are really able to see that the way I would like for y'all to. We're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go through, and you can watch me over here on this side and see how I line everything up. On the computer, I just use the arrows to line it up, and you want to line it up as perfectly as you can. And this is really not that hard, y'all. And really, once you do it a couple of times, it gets better. So, all right, now all I have to do is hit finish, and it's going to contour cut the design out. All right, it's finished. I'm gonna go ahead, pull it out. Let me see, I'm gonna have to slide everything over a little bit. I gotta readjust it, and I'm gonna get my weeding tool so that I can weed this. This is very easy to weed. It's not hard to weed. It's a lot easier than regular vinyl. All right, so let's see. You do want to be kind of gentle with it to make sure, pay attention to what you're doing, because it is very easy to weed. And all right, so here's what it's looking like right here so far. And as you see right here, I was actually able to, I don't know if y'all can even see it, make it print in white. So you see right here. So it's like DTF like, so it's printed right there like it's in white. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and weed out the inner holes of it. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I turn this into a DTF like transfer. Okay, one thing you do not want to do is scrape the actual image, because if you scrape the printed part, you will scrape the ink off, so you have to be very careful. Okay, so in order for me to be able to get this off of the paper right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go at the top of each of the letters, go at the top of everything, and I'm using my weeding tool to lift up the top part of everything. And it's very easy. All you have to do is find a part, you just make sure that you're like pushing it, and it will go under. And like you want to get stuff like right here, the spur, you want to make sure that you get that, because if not, you can accidentally rip something like that off. Okay. And I'm gonna get this little part right here, and I think I'm good. Okay, so right here, that's what it's looking like so far. I have loosened everything up so that I can peel it off easily. All right, so right here, I have my carrier sheet right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take my carrier sheet, I'm gonna place it down on here and smooth it out. Make sure that it's smoothed out. All right, so once I do that, I'm gonna start at the top. You know, you want to peel it first at the top, and as you see, everything is coming off. If you know, you want to pay attention while you're doing it up. You see right here, that part wasn't coming off because I didn't weed it up, but you just have to make sure that you don't rip that part, you know. So now that I started it to coming up, it's going to come up easier now. And I didn't get this S good somehow. Let me see. And I know I didn't get the bottom part of the S. You have to make sure you get stuff like that bottom part of the S too. Thought that I got this part good. Now this sheet that I'm using right now, I have used it before. You can use them a couple of times as long as it's not any ink or anything on here. So, but if you get some ink or something on there, then you'll have to switch and use a new sheet. Okay, so see that I'm missing some parts, so I'm gonna go back and try to get those parts. All right, so here is my DTF like transfer, y'all. So you see it right here. I have the white ink printed. Yeah, so this is my DTF like transfer. I'm gonna go ahead and press it on the shirt and let you guys see how it turns out. All right, so right here I have my shirt. Gonna go ahead, lay my shirt out, and this shirt right here is a size 2T. So with the 2T, y'all know I don't use my T squared. So I'm going to take my transfer and make sure the design is in the location that I want it, and put it flat on here. Make sure it's flat. Make sure it's not bunched up anywhere in my design. And then I'm going to take the cover sheet and I'm going to press it right here. And I'm going to press it for 5 seconds. All right, so after 5 seconds, I can come around here and I can peel it off. All right, so as you see, it's peeled off, but the requirements for this is actually 30 seconds. So I want to take my Teflon cover and my cover sheet, and we're going to put it back over and do it for the remaining time. All right, so we did it for the remaining time, and now we're going to remove it, and this is what everything is looking like. Y'all see what it came out as? some of you guys out that was attempting to do some things like this. So it's like, you know, you can make DTF like transfers. It's not exactly DTF, but it kind of reminds me of DTF. So that was why I kind of titled the video the way that I did. But as you see, that's what it's looking like. This shirt that I have on is actually a DTF shirt. So you can see the similarities in how the designs look. One thing with the DTF prints, they are a lot softer. This is actually transfer paper. I mean, it's got a hand to it. This transfer paper, even though this is some of the best transfer paper, the Neenah transfer papers are some of the best, it will eventually start to wash out. You can make it last longer by not putting it in the dryer and just air drying it, but it will eventually wash out. With the DTF, this is my first time wearing this shirt, but I will keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching the video. And if y'all want to show support, y'all know what things to do. Like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And follow your girl on Instagram at T-Shirt Chick TV. And I appreciate you guys watching. And I will see you in another video, maybe. But until then, be blessed.